This video and the next 5 videos in this series introduces the architecture, structure, functions, components, and models of computer networks, the World Wide Web, and the Internet. I'll briefly describe the use of OSI and TCP layered models to examine the nature and roles of protocols and services at the application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layers. Now, I'm also going to be going through this in detail so you understand all these terms because I know I've thrown a lot at you. So I'm also going to describe the principles and structure of IP addressing and the fundamentals of Ethernet concepts, media, and operations. And I'll build a simple LAN topology by applying basic principles of cabling, perform basic configurations of network devices, including routers and switches, and implementing IP addressing schemes. So again, I've thrown a lot of jargon at you right there, but stick with me for this video and the next 5, and I'll do my best to explain it all in detail. Alright, so specifically, in today's video, computer networking and the internet is a fascinating topic. So come along with me while we journey through the layers of software and hardware that make the internet and even local networks possible. My name is Tim Pachalka from the Learn Programming Academy. So using our smartphones, wearables, tablets and laptops, you and I can easily access computing devices and play games all around the world. So what makes this possible? I'm going to show you how in this video. Connecting computer devices together, much like putting Lego pieces together to create something, allows us to interact with these devices no matter where they are physically located to share information and resources. Both software and hardware are required to make this happen. So let's look at some of the basic networking concepts that make all this possible. First up, network classifications. So a personal area network, or PAN, is normally used for short-range device-to-device communications, such as a few meters or yards. Bluetooth technology is a good example of this, and it was originally conceived as a wireless alternative to RS-232 data cables that coupled keyboards and pointing devices like a mouse to the computer. Today, this PAN technology is used for wireless keyboards, mice, headphones, speakers, printers, gaming devices, and more. A local area network, or LAN technology, is used to cover a wider range of space, such as an entire office, university building, or computer lab, where the distance between devices is greater than a few meters or yards. Within a LAN, one can also find one or more PANs. A Metropolitan Area Network, or MAN, uses technology that covers an even wider range of geographies, such as the local community or city. The broadest geographical coverage possible, spanning the globe, is called a Wide Area Network, or WAN. The Internet is considered a WAN. 2 other network classifications can also be used to describe networks. These classifications can be combined with the ones just mentioned, which further distinguishes the type of network. The first of these 2 are networks that are often classified as either open or closed. An open network is one in which its internal operation is based on publicly available designs, mainly the TCP/IP protocol suite, which I'll talk about more later. The Internet is a good example of an open network because it's based on the public domain TCP/IP protocol suite. Closed or proprietary networks are based on technology inventions owned or controlled by a particular entity, such as a person, group, or corporation. Most closed networks have fallen out of favour in the 21st century due to contract and licensing restrictions, to say nothing about the need to have technical expertise available to maintain the proprietary network. What we see today is the use of open network technology, referred to as an intranet, that restricts entry and exit to from other networks. The second of these other network classifications is based on the topology, or the pattern in which the devices are connected. The most popular topologies today are the bus and the star. In a bus topology, all the devices are connected to a common communication line called the bus. In a star topology, one device serves as a central focus point, or hub, to which all the other devices are connected. What's interesting about the star topology is that it dates back to the 1970s, when mainframe computers with dumb terminals connected evolved into the mainframe computer with personal computers connected to it. A good example of the star topology today is a device called a router for wireless connection to all our wireless devices in our home or office to communicate with each other, as well as allowing some of them to connect through the single point called an access point, or AP, to the internet. What's interesting about the bus topology is that its roots date back to the 1990s when it was implemented under a worldwide set of standards known as Ethernet. Ethernet is in fact still very popular and implemented via wired cabling technology with RJ45 plug connectors. Cable TV in the United States and other countries is a major user of Ethernet. That's the basic of network classifications. Protocols are the topic of my next video. What's the most popular network protocol? Find out in the next video. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, this is the part of the video where I'm meant to get all enthusiastic and to ask you, or quite literally beg you, to subscribe to my channel and to like the video, leave a comment and all that stuff. Well, I'm going to leave that decision in your capable hands to decide whether I've earned a like or a subscribe or a comment. I'd be grateful if you do one, both or all three. My videos will get out there and in front of a bigger audience if I get that level of engagement, but obviously it's your choice. Alright, so remember that this series was meant to be watched in order, so if you haven't watched from the start, then how dare you watch my video series out of order? Click the link over here to get to the first video in the series and watch that if you want to see the entire series in order. Or come over here and click to view the previous video in the series. Again, your choice. Alright, I'm done. Catch you in the next video.